Hello everybody, welcome to my quick studies guide. And what these are is these usually just tackle one parameter in the notebook. I did a lot of these for Disco Diffusion. And so one that I've seen a lot of messages about and one that's really important is to resume the video because you need to be able, if you get disconnected, you're going to want to resume the video. You don't want all that time you just spent rendering an animation to be wasted because it doesn't continue. So I think this is an important one and I'm going to tackle it. As you can see, of course, I mean to disconnect this here so we can do this. And of course, it gave me the A100. So anyways, though, that's all right. This will make it render fast so I can get this done. And I've only tried to do this once before this actually. I usually don't get disconnected. You see, I got the A100, so I got the Google Colab Pro Plus account, so it actually runs in the background for me. I usually don't get disconnected. It's pretty rare you get disconnected with that. And also, if you guys do subscribe to either of the paid ones, that is changing here in about 9 days. They're going to some kind of credit system. So I'll probably be posting an update on that just for people who do get the paid Google accounts. But anyway, you want to know how to resume videos. Like I said, I don't get disconnected often, but it is something that still has happened once in a while. So it's something I want to do as well. So this will be my second time trying it here. So I just have my animation set up for 400 frames. So what I'm going to do is start running it, and then I'm going to go ahead and disconnect myself and then try to resume. So right here, there will be right here under resume animation. This is where we're going to enter our time string, and this should show up in the settings. And so I'll go ahead, it's still loading up. I'll go ahead and check back in when this is loaded and I get the animation running, and then I'll continue the video from there. Okay, I am back. I've entered my prompt there. I'm going to go ahead and start the animation going here. And whoops, let me change the batch name here. We'll call this resume run quick study. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting my animation going, and what it should do is give it a time string parameter here when it starts the settings file. Okay, and we're off. And I just got kind of a Gothic church prompt here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Oh yeah, and I have the cadence on, which is still amazing. I still love that feature. I'm going to go ahead and let this run up to about 200 with the A100 here. That shouldn't take long at all, maybe like a couple of minutes. And then I'm just going to purposely disconnect, and then hopefully I'll be able to resume this run. And this is just a prompt I entered now, so it's probably not going to be very good. I usually don't, put really good prompts in these. I just kind of try to focus on, what the tutorial is about or the quick study. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run up to about 200 frames, and then I'm just going to disconnect intentionally and then see if I can get it to continue, because every time you disconnect it, it erases everything that's on there on the session because it's all run on remote computers, so it gets erased and they free it up for the next person. So I'll go ahead and let this run to 200 and disconnect it and then come check back. Okay, we're getting up here to 200, and it is time to say goodbye to the A100, which of course it gave me when I plan on disconnecting and not using it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, and I'm just going to disconnect and delete runtime here. We'll make this a real test, just like as if we got disconnected. Okay, it is now gone. So now what I'm going to do is go and look at my settings file. Okay, here it is. And I will go here into the time string. Okay, so I have completely disconnected my notebook here, so I'm going to start it back up again here. Okay, and we got the A100 again here. Okay, I have loaded the notebook up now, so I'm going to go ahead and run everything. And if you do have that not defined error, make sure you run all of these cells. Even if you're not doing an animation, you still need to run this. I just see that as one of the common problems. And I'm going to go ahead now, and I have my file here, my settings file, and I have my time string. There it is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And I'm going to click on resume from time string. And then I'm going to paste the time string in here. Okay, and when this gets done loading, I'll come check back in with you all. Okay, so it's all done loading. So again, I'm just running this. I haven't changed any of the settings. That's the other thing you'll probably want to do too is check your settings file. And again, I've got my settings file here. And I just went down here to the time string and I copied this and I pasted it here. And I have my resume from time string checked. I'm going to go ahead and run that, run everything again. And I think I know that it used to be here in Disco, we'd hit resume. I think it's just in that animation section now. I think that's all we need to do. Okay, let's see if this works. Like I said, I did try this once before. I did have it crash on me once and I tried and it didn't work. Let's see. Oh yeah, and also I am up to frame 172 and the animation's out of 400. So hopefully it'll start rendering from frame 172 here. And if it doesn't, I'll have to go to the Deforum Discord server and see if I can figure out how to do this. And that's what I usually do if my experimenting doesn't work or if something, and there it goes. It looks like it's rendering animation frame 176 of 400. So it does look like it is working here. And there we go, guys. I think that's it. You just need to copy and paste that time string in there. Hit resume from time string, copy your resume time string, and you are good to go. Excellent news, excellent news. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let this finish up, and then I'll just come check back in when this is done, and we'll render it. It doesn't look like this is going to win any Academy Awards or anything. This doesn't look like a very good prompt I invented here. But that's not what this is about. This is about teaching us how to resume the run. So I will come check back here in a couple minutes when this is done. Okay, guys, and the video is winding down here. Wow, that is a real ugly prompt. So I am going to make a video too on making prompts. I usually start off with like something brand new for a prompt, and then I'll kind of use my modifiers and stuff and kind of whittle it into shape. So I just thought, so I usually when I make these tutorials, I start off with something like that right at the beginning, like I'll just make it up on the spot. So anyways, enough jibber jabbering. Again, so to resume a disconnect, click on this resume from time string, go into your settings file and find that time string in there, copy and paste that, and you should be good to go. And also make sure that you haven't changed like the folder names or anything. So everything that's in your settings file, it should be saved in there. Just if you started a different run, it's usually if you want to resume a video, I'd recommend doing it immediately. Don't wait a day and then you'll have to copy all this stuff down again. So let's go ahead though and make the video here. And that's the other thing too. If you do have problems with this doesn't always work for me. You can always, and I prefer to do this anyway. I just take the files right here, all the individual images, and then you can load them up in a video editor. The other cool thing about that is you can look at them and see exactly where your movements are taking place, which frame, and then you can use that to do keyframes and stuff. And I'm showing that here. Okay, let's see where this prompt went wrong. It starts off looking okay. But there it goes. It looks like it did complete though. That resume from time string function does work as intended. And that's how we resume our video. And thank you all for watching. Thank you very much, you guys. I've hit 2,000 subscribers this last week, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to continue to make these tutorials and quick studies and everything great that comes our way in the AI. I will be right here on the spot to get it out to you. And this is a very important thing, so I'm glad I got this tackled, and I'm glad that it did work. I don't know what happened the last time I did it, but apparently it does work. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again real soon.